Coach, a few days off. How was the break for you? How do coaches spend their time when you get a break like that?
Well, for me, spend as much time as I can with my family. Obviously, gone a lot just in January there, hardly home at all. So catch up with the kids, reintroduce myself to my wife, and just try to relax.
Yeah, it feels like that's a common theme, I would imagine, around the group. Looked like a high-tempo practice yesterday. Is that kind of try to get the guys to snap back into the groove of things as quickly as possible?
Yeah, I think so. Just, you know what, they needed the break. It was good for them, but I thought their intensity was pretty good yesterday. But yeah, just get their legs back on them, get their brains turned back on, and I thought they did a good job.
We're past the halfway point of the season by numbers officially, but now that the All-Star break is done, how would you kind of characterize the first few months of the campaign?
Well, that's a long answer, but I would say overall, okay, just okay. Probably you can use inconsistent at times as a group, you know, going to run of wins, going to run of losses, so you'd like to see that, but also see some improvement from the young guys that are finding their way in the league, which is always good and trending in the right direction.
Yeah, with that in mind, how do you approach these final 30 games of the regular season? You used the term sprint to the finish last week.
It is, and we're getting bodies back now. You're going to start to see junior kids and college kids come in, so it's going to be a competitive atmosphere to get into the lineup, which is a good thing, and being in a playoff mix is a good thing. So I would describe the last 30 as being super competitive internally, and then obviously on the ice as well.
One of those bodies that comes back is Rourke Chartier, returns from the National Hockey League. What do you expect out of him in coming back after a lengthy stint in the NHL this season?
Well, good talk with Rourke, and his mind is to come down here and contribute and help us. But what he does is he's real good centerman. He's a good centerman at the National Hockey League level to win face-offs, a really good penalty killer. Kind of fits our team identity. He grinds, he checks well, and when he gets opportunities, hopefully down here, he'll get some offensive looks and finish.
How does, I guess, the potential of bodies and the bodies that are coming kind of affect the lineup and the decisions that you have to make game by game?
Well, it's tricky. It's game by game with just the sheer amount of bodies we have here. So it's just trying to have communication with the guys that aren't in and why they're not in, and the guys that are in, you know, they have to push and give reasons to stay in. So it's a good situation to be in, but it always stinks to tell a guy he's not going to be in the lineup.
Yeah, without a doubt. A few guys that have not been in the lineup on the injury front, hoping to maybe get an update on guys like Phil Daou, Max Gannett, Roby Arveni, and Cole Reinhardt.
Okay, actually Phil Daou just came back into town. He had shoulder surgery, I believe, December 15th. So he is back in Belleville, not on the ice yet, but back working out with our strength and conditioning guys, and hope to have him on the ice, you know, within a couple weeks or a month, which is good. Max Gannett's actually going to go back in the lineup tonight. He was banged up, but he's feeling fresh and ready to go. Robbie, unfortunately, had surgery last week down in New York, so his season's over. Unfortunate for him, it's just a nagging knee that they've tried to Band-Aid along the last couple of years, and it just got to the point where he needed to have surgery to get this thing completely fixed. So a long off season for him, but hopefully he comes back the player that he was when he left. That's real unfortunate for him. And then Rhino is he's just started to skate on his own here, so he's probably a couple weeks away, but you know, he's closer than he was obviously before, so things are looking up.
Looking at the matchups this weekend, 1-1 against the Utica Comets this season. What do you guys have to do to be successful again here and build off of last weekend?
Well, our starts have to be better against this team. Both times we've played these guys, we've given them 3-goal spot leads in both ones. One we came back, one we didn't. So, you know, those are both on the road. So hopefully tonight, big crowd, full crowd, get the crowd going and get a better start than we had in Utica, and then just build off of the start.